to another episode of Cooking with Jen. Today we're going to make a very popular and very light and delightful cheesecake. It is actually the Japanese Cotton Cheesecake. This cheesecake is different from the regular cheesecake because it is very light and it's like lots. So let's take a look at the ingredients. Firstly, we need 8 ounces of cream cheese, about 227 grams, 2 tablespoons of butter, about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, half a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of cream of tartar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 6 eggs, so you need to separate the egg yolks and the egg whites, half a glass of fresh whole milk, about 2/3 granulated white sugar, and of course a hand mixer. Now that we've got all the ingredients, let's get started. In the saucepan, I'm going to melt the butter. So remember to do it at very low heat. Then I'm going to add the fresh whole milk, and continue to stir. Followed by the cream cheese. Once it has reached a creamy consistency, I'm going to pour into a bowl to allow it to cool. In a mixing bowl, I'm going to add the egg whites, followed by the cream of tartar, and I'm going to whisk it. It becomes frothy like this. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar, so 1/3 sugar, a little at a time. Once I've added the sugar, I'm going to continue to whisk. This aside, and I'm going to start to whisk my egg yolk mixture. Next, I'm going to add the remaining of the 1/3 sugar, and I will start to whisk the egg yolk and the sugar together first. I'm going to add the sifted cornstarch into the egg mixture. And I'm going to continue to whisk. I'm going to add the salt, half a teaspoon of salt, followed by 1 tablespoon, about 1.5 tablespoon of lemon juice, and I'm going to whisk it again. Next, I'm going to mix the cream cheese mixture into the egg yolk. And I'm going to beat the cream cheese and the egg yolk mixture together. Hand whisk to ensure that everything is even, that it reaches a smooth consistency. Now I'm going to fold in the egg yolk mixture together with the egg white mixture. So I'm going to just add a little bit at a time. When you're folding in, remember not to deflate the texture because you want the cotton cheesecake to be like clouds, very light and very fluffy. I'm going to add a little bit more. And gently fold in again, so you can split it into 3 additions. So remember to have gentle movement. I've actually greased the pan with butter to ensure that the cake does not stick to the pan, and I've also wrapped it with aluminium foil. So I'm going to steam bake this to ensure that it doesn't get burnt at the side. So it's important that you add some hot water into a tray and ensure that it's half filled with water. So remember to wrap it up in aluminium foil so that no water goes into the oven. Once this is done, I'm going to preheat my oven to 160 degrees for about 4 to 5 minutes, and I will bake it for 1 hour and 10 minutes. After 1 hour and 10 minutes, I will continue to leave it in the oven, but I will switch off the oven and I will let it cool in the oven for an hour. So remember to do this, to let it cool in the oven for 1 hour before removing. Okay, the Japanese cotton cheesecake is ready to be served after I've left it to cool for an hour. Top it with some fruits, and I'm going to add a little more icing sugar just to make it look prettier. The cake is ready to be served, and it looks good. I'm going to cut the cake to try a little bit of it. This is how it looks like. The top part is nice and brown, and I'm going to try. The inside is supposed to be very soft and fluffy. It's very light, airy and fluffy. Thank you for watching another episode of Cooking with Jen. If you like this recipe, do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm sure your family and your friends will love this Japanese cotton cheesecake.